It is super early in the morning and I needed this for my mental health today. Look at this. It all came from plants in my sunroom. The rose and the snapdragons are brand new. I just bought them last week with my husband at the, I think it was Lowe's. It was actually Home Depot. And then I have houseplants in there. Let me give you a closer look at what I created 8 o'clock in the morning, which is very early for me. Let's look. I hate snow, but look how pretty it looks on top of my really beautiful tree over here. Snow on the mountains. I'm in my sunroom and there is no room for anything but plants. But I decided I needed to take whatever blooms I had in here, foliage, whatever I had, to go crazy. So should we get in closer? There is some Tradescantia. These are clematis, a brand new clematis my husband picked out for me without the blooms, just the seed pods. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous snapdragons. Here's some coleus. These are clematis leaves. One little squished, sorry, I'm kind of shaky, holy crap. One little squished geranium, some more coleus, and some, look at this thing. It was an overgrown cactus type thing, and I was like, I gotta cut that. That is gorgeous. It's taking up space in my sunroom. There's another coleus from cutting. Did I get everything? Here's kind of the back, and look, they have so many roots on them right now. I stole them from my propagation station. Oh, I love it. I needed this, and that rose smells so good. If I was adventurous and wanted to take on this ice cold day, I would go out and get some of that. Because it's the perfect color, but I'm not going to. This was for my mental health. With all the stress in my life, I needed to do this. Do flowers calm you down too? Listen to the birds. All right, now I gotta go take care of my daughter. Bye. Really quick, silly me time. Oh, now I gotta go take care of my responsibilities. I'll see you later. Bye. Where'd the mountains go? I found a couple more stems. Even on this disgusting, dreary day in the morning, waiting on my daughter that's throwing a tantrum to go to school. Life is chaos, you know? Flower therapy. Back brace on. Still waiting on a tantrum. I want that branch right there. Here we go. Rain droplets in my eye, but guess what? I got it. Oh my gosh, I found something else. My sister gave me this as a viburnum. That will look so pretty in my bouquet. Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
We're on the way to school. What are you eating?
French toast.
All right, let's get out of here. I love you.
Bye. See you
Bye.
later.
See ya. Have a wonderful day. I love you.
Oh.
Love you too. Bye. I found the mountains. They're up there. There. Okay. Life is better. Whew. She made it. Oh my gosh. Life can be difficult. Life does not stop when you have trials. It just keeps going. But How does nature make you feel? Does it make you feel grounded? Does it make you feel at peace in the midst of all the chaos? How does God make you feel? So I was dropping her off to school, and I was saying, I'm sorry you're having a hard day. You know what? So am I. Days are hard. But did you know, look around. Look at the nature. Look at the flowers. Look at the trees and the mountains. Life is okay. And I look like chaos this morning, but I'm going to go make a bouquet. And Lindsay says, flowers are not always perfect, Mom. And I said, I know. She just did not want to have a happy day. But we made it. She's at school. I have 1 hour before I wake up my next daughter. My husband has been doing this for 2 years by himself because I was laid up with back issues. This life is hard, but we have a Savior. Jesus is there. Anyway, wasn't going to go religion on you, but faith is important. Okay, I am going to go clip a couple things from my yard, and my battery's dead, so you don't get to see it. Then I'm going to rest my back, take my daughter to school, come back, try to put the bouquet together, which I might not make it because we have a lot more stuff planned today. And okay, I didn't mean to talk so long. Bye. Okay, I'm laying down, resting my back for a few minutes with a nice heating pad. All right, count your blessings. We're going to turn this around. It's just starting to snow. Other places in the valley got slammed. Let's see if we get it. Audrey and I are headed to her college.
I have something to tell you guys, which is I got a new plant and I kind of want to show you it.
You can either go bring it or we can do it in the sun.
I'll be right back. So if you have any like equipment like toilet paper or napkins will work. If you have pumpkin seeds or any other seeds, then this will work great as long as they're not small.
in all that chaos, I got 4 done. Let me show you. And then I'm gonna go around the yard and choose anything else to add to this. I don't have very many tulips because the gophers ate them all. And these ones are only gonna last tonight and tomorrow. But let's do it. Let's just cut them down. One. And I'm doing this with my left. I don't have very many tulips this year. It seems a shame to take only tulips I have, but it's for an Easter party. I have a big cluster right there I could use. I got a couple more things, but it's really cold out here, so I'm gonna go get a jacket. So it's actually the next day. Sorry about my drama yesterday. Flowers are not always perfect, but are they? So I just finished the bouquets for my Easter serving table. It's gonna be a family party, and I'm so excited. My brother Mike is in town. So let me put this down and show you the 3 centerpieces that I made. Okay, let's see if I can show you up close and personal. So these are Tradescantia. We got some tulips, lamb's ear. So there's a few house plants, and everything came from what I grew in my yard or recently purchased as a plant. Coleus cuttings, tulips came from my yard. This guy is drooping a little bit, so I decided to put him on top of a lamb's ear that's a little thicker. And it's only for today, so it doesn't need to last a long time. This is, the thinner ones are from Weigela, and then the thicker ones, wherever the thicker ones are from a dogwood. I'm talking very slow. Here's the forsythia. These are branches from the beautiful pink, gorgeous tree in the backyard. I think it's a flowering cherry, but I'm not quite sure. What's funny is it's in the bunny barn and the chicken barn, so they have like the prettiest flowers. And then over here we got some viburnum. I just got that from my sister's yard. She had land out at Tooele, and she sold her land and gave me some bushes. And this is a pretty new viburnum. I'm very excited to use that. The one thing I'm not loving that's falling apart is these sedums. It's sedum, they're seed pods, but they're falling all over the tables, so I don't know about that. Still kind of cool because it gives it depth. Here's another coleus cutting. We've got golden barberry. So basically that's what I have in all of them. And then there's 3 here. I really love that I used solid color instead of clear because it was showing off all the stems and the ugly parts at the bottom. So I was like, no. If there's anything different in this one, I'll mention it. My car's in the way, sorry. Look at the gorgeous tulips. Planted these in my yard years ago. So anything different here is I used these gorgeous snapdragons that were in my front that I bought. I purchased those recently. This one's kind of drooping, but it's actually pretty cool. So I left it. This is the front of that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, the last one, this actually fell on the ground, snapped several things. Of course, because yesterday was going so poorly, you might as well have that happen too. And then I decided I didn't like it in a clear vase, so I stuck it in here. So this snapped off. This would have been prettier as a really gorgeous accent, but you know, that's life. And then, but we still have some swooping on both sides. So I could mess with this one a little more and put some more, but I don't want to. I'm tired. I don't know if I love the texture on that leaf, but you know. Okay, anything different in this one? So this is actually the front of this one. What I decided to do was use some of these Tradescantia to come down the front. And then I'm loving the lambs there. They're so short right now. They're not very long at this moment, but I'm loving the variegated leaves. So I've got 3 of them ready to go on the serving table. So I'll probably leave the video here. I might give you a little bit of the table that they were on at the party, but I'm just gonna go enjoy my family now. And I was really happy with those. So life is not always perfect. It's rarely perfect. You have to capture the perfect moments in the middle of the chaos. And there is constantly chaos. My kids are very hyper. I have lots and lots of chaos in my life and in my family and my health. But you got to capture these perfect moments all throughout your life. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, subscribe, share, all those things. It does help my channel. I am about 1.5 almost thousand viewers, so I really appreciate everyone that gives me the support. I just did this as a hobby, but it would be nice to start having a little bit of money from it. But if not, I'm still gonna keep going with all my gardening. See you later. Bye.